Number 10. Cama. When camels meet llamas. Scientists in Dubai created camas by artificially inseminating a llama with camel sperm, and the result is this incredibly strange-looking animal that combines the worst and best traits of both parents. Camas have the size and strength of camels but the temperament and fiber quality of llamas. The size difference between the parents makes natural breeding impossible. Male camels can weigh 1,500 pounds, while female llamas max out around 400 pounds. But artificial insemination allows scientists to overcome this physical barrier and create hybrids that couldn't exist naturally. Camas inherit the camel's ability to survive in desert conditions, but don't develop the camel's hump. Instead, they have the llama's longer, softer wool, which is actually more valuable commercially than camel hair. This makes them potentially useful for desert communities that need hardy animals producing high-quality fiber. The fertility situation with camas is still being studied, but early results suggest females might be fertile while males are sterile. Scientists are hoping to develop a breeding population that could help people in arid regions have access to animals that combine desert survival skills with valuable wool production. Number 9. Savanna cats, wild genes in house cats. Savanna cats are the result of crossing domestic cats with African servals, creating these incredibly tall, spotted cats that look like miniature cheetahs living in your house. But the genetics behind these hybrids reveal some fascinating things about how wild and domestic traits interact. 5N Savannas, which are first-generation hybrids, can weigh up to 25 pounds and stand nearly 2 feet tall at the shoulder. They inherit the serral's incredible jumping ability. They can leap 8 feet vertically from a standing position. They also keep many wild behaviors like preferring to drink from faucets and being incredibly active hunters. The breeding challenges with savannas are intense. Male savannas are sterile until about the F4 generation, meaning you have to breed females back with domestic cats for several generations before males become fertile. This creates all sorts of genetic complications as wild and domestic genes get shuffled around. What's really interesting is how the generation affects temperament and appearance. F1 and F2 savannas are much more wild behaving and look more like servals, while later generations become progressively more domestic but retain some of that wild athletic ability and intelligence. Number 8. Beefalo, strengthening cattle through bison genes. Beefalo represents one of the most successful commercial hybridization programs ever attempted. These are crosses between domestic cattle and American bison, designed to create animals that combine the hardiness of bison with the meat production of cattle. The genetics here are fascinating, because bison and cattle are technically different species, but close enough to produce fertile offspring. Beefalo typically contain about 3/8 bison genetics and 5/8 cattle genetics, which seems to be the sweet spot for combining desirable traits from both species. What makes beefalo incredibly valuable is their ability to survive harsh weather conditions that would kill regular cattle. They can handle temperatures down to -40 degrees Fahrenheit without supplemental feed, and can survive on native grasses that cattle can't digest properly. This makes them perfect for ranching in challenging climates. The meat from beefalo is also superior in many ways. It's leaner than beef, higher in protein, and lower in cholesterol. Plus, beefalo are naturally more resistant to diseases that affect cattle, reducing the need for antibiotics and medical interventions.